It's that Memphis. It's that Memphis.
Hello everyone. It is I Works with Tips. I am back with more streaming of games, and last time I streamed a game, I was I forget if I was doing what's it called? If I was doing should know it was Sonic Unleashed, and then I played a bit of Roblox. But as you guys probably saw on the title, I am playing Pokemon Colosseum. Give me a second. Let me just do that so that you guys can hear the music. So yes, I am here today with Pokemon Colosseum. I literally just recently, I wanted to start this as my my next game to play since, for RetroAchievements that is. Because I recently just finished finishing Sonic Heroes in my off time. And I also did another child classic Bowser's Side Story. And I kind of always wanted to try and play, do like a RetroAchievements kind of playthrough where we try and get all the achievements for a certain game on stream. The thing is, with I will say, at least with this game, there's at least 8 achievements you guys didn't get to see, because I did those in my off time, but they were pretty much to go to the quick battle mode and do every single difficulty of the 1v1 and 2v2s. Because I'm gonna be honest, for the most part, when I play this game, I don't play this game for like the battle mode, except for the fact that I'm gonna have to do the battle mode at least like later on in the game. But usually when I play this game, I mainly stick with the actual like story mode, because that's where the actual gameplay comes from, and that's kind of what I like about Pokemon Colosseum and even Pokemon XD, which that might be a future playthrough, who knows. But with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get this run started. I don't really feel like giving names for my characters, so I'm just gonna go with their canon names. So we'll go with Wes. Still probably one of my favorite video game intros ever. Oh yeah, you guys can probably see like I have the FPS counter up there, but what's kind of funny is that at the moment this game is displaying that we are moving at 30 FPS, but when I pause the game it goes all the way to 60, so this game fluctuates between 2 different FPS modes depending on if you're in gameplay or if you're in menus, which I think is kind of funny. I don't think I've really ever seen a video game ever do that before. We sure picked out, eh? I love chowing down after a job. Yeah, it's the flavor, I swear. Yeah, we bagged ourselves a great big catch too. Boss will be sure to fix us up with a good with big rewards too. It doesn't get any better than this. authorities have made a stunning announcement on the mysterious building that exploded in Ecolo Canyon. It was Team Snag'em's hideout. Team Snag'em is a gang of Pokemon abductors who have already been marked for arrest. The hideout was discovered only as a result of the explosion. By the time police arrived, the ruined building had already been abandoned. The cause of the explosion is under investigation. It should become apparent eventually. Oh, I haven't seen your face around these parts. Traveler, huh? Not that it matters any. I don't know where you might have come from, but relax, stick around a while. Hey, do you know about Team Snag'em? Yeah, I do. They're a seriously nasty lot. There's no telling how many trainers have suffered at their hands. You know, I don't quite understand what happened, but having your hideout blow up on you, crime doesn't pay, I guess. I live a crime-free life, so nothing's gonna blow up on me. Just don't forgive that Team Snag'em. They don't deserve it, not when they steal Pokemon for trainers. Why, I'd give a hip hip hooray if they were wiped out with their wrecked hideout. A Pokemon trainer too, right? Yes, I am. I can tell, you're good. I can see it in your eyes. Bet your Pokemon are impressive too. If the opportunity ever arises, I'd like to have a battle with you. Though I doubt I'd have any chance beating you. Yo, wait up, wait up! Hey, my name is Willie. After I got a good look at you, well, I got the search to battle you. It's like I'm compelled to. Anyway, I look at it, it's obvious you're no ordinary Joe. So what do you say? Let's you and me do have a quick battle? Okay, I didn't even know that you know, I want to say no just to see what happens, but I obviously am going to say yes because, one, I feel like this is usually what you do, and two, this is already an achievement. Alright, over here, this way. Yeah, I'm burning now. I'm on fire, it's full throttle time. Vroom vroom, let's roll. Ryder Willie would like to battle. Yeah, man, let's send that 2-6 Goon. Wait. Yo, I should have seen what my my Pokemon's natures are. I can see what they are. Quick after this fight. Hey, that didn't kill. That's fine. Because I kind of want to know what my my natures are. Because if my Espeon actually has a nature that special attack up, this is already a good Espeon. So my Umbreon is lonely. I need to look up what in Pokemon natures, because I don't remember. Lonely is attack up, defense down. It's actually not the worst. Wait, actually, it's darkest. Hang on. Wait, hold on. Because I'm trying to think what what's it called? What the typing is for certain moves. Because if I remember correctly, because from what I looked up yesterday, or the day before, ground types I know, for example, are considered the physical moves. But I'm trying to figure out what they called, dark type would be considered. that's actually not good. Dark type is considered special attack. Dang, that sucks. And then wax. Dang, so wax is plus defense minus special defense. So these other Umbreon Espeon's natures are kind of garbo. Sad. What do we have an item? But not. Okay, I guess I don't. Oh well, I can figure that out later. I did not want that many good. Honestly, if Umbreon, Espeon. If Espeon had the lonely nature, that would have been at least decent. Alright, I beat Willie. So when does the achievement pop? But yeah, you're tough, real tough. You did a real number on us. Hey, I know, why not test your skills in Fnac City? It's out west here. You'll find trainers who are way better than me there. Okay, so it popped as soon as I finished that. So it's more so that I'd have to sorry, I'm just trying to make sure of what okay, so my Umbreon Espeon stuff. Oh, that's also something I didn't mention either, that I'm also going to be trying to do the subset while playing this game as well, which is Umbreon Espeon only. And for the most part, how that mainly works is it's going to be me actually doing, it's just mainly like certain story fights that I have to do with only Umbreon and Espeon. I can still technically use other Pokemon during the playthrough. Hey, what are you doing? Get a grip, man. Yeah, you say that, but it won't stop squirming. Makes it tough to hold. Okay, settle down in there. Just be quiet for a little while longer. Well, being to be fair, I don't think I'm gonna read everything in the game, but you know. And okay, so 2 Whismers. It makes me laugh that Umbreon, not Umbreon. God, I keep saying Umbreon first. But Espeon is just that good of a Pokemon that it can just really one-shot these Pokemons like so effectively, even without the nature. But you know, I can't even be too mad because essentially, Umbreon having a lonely nature is not the worst. Since Dark Moves are... Wait. Oh wait, no, that was a normal attack. Never mind, I forgot. Dark Moves are considered special. I literally just said that and I forgot. You took out my Whismer. You're no ordinary trainer, are you? Yeah, we aren't any ordinary trainer. Alright, I'm just also gonna name you Rui. I'm not too worried about names in this playthrough. For the most part, it's mainly just playing and getting all the achievements that we can get, aka mastering it. Alright, can I at least go to the Pokemon Center and access the PC? Yes, I can. First, I'm gonna save real quick. Okay, I did that. Before we do anything more, let me just real quick try doing something. Cause, cause what I'm doing is I'm mainly gonna have try and have infinite rare candies for in case I feel underleveled at certain parts. And I did have to like actually disable the thing. Okay, so let's see if it worked. Okay, it did work. Okay, and with that, if like for example we go to my items, these are just items that you start off with normally. And as you can see, I have like a bunch of the rare candies. But that's all I have, is just those items. Wait, what the heck? Wait, the game lags with this menu, or is it because of all the items? I'm going to maybe assume it's because of the items. But I'm not too worried. Okay, I've done that. Now let's just go ahead and re-enable this. And then we can go back to actually playing the game. Oh wait, hang on a second. Actually, let's try turning this on. Because I want to see this. Just to see how this looks. Because I apparently turned on a cheat that just automatically enables 60 FPS. And if this actually does make it 60 FPS no matter what, then that's actually pretty good. Oh my god! That's actually awesome! This game actually runs at 60. This actually looks so clean! Okay, well this... Okay, well, I'm going to assume that it's probably just... I'm gonna assume that probably items, like certain items in there are doing something. Let me so with that, I do not have that many, so let me just, try, actually, doing this real quick. I just want to see if depositing these rare candies will actually do anything. Or if it's just specifically the items menu. If I withdraw... Okay, so it actually does say that I have that many, that's fine. Okay, so this is... Okay, so it's specifically the actual items part of the menu that lags. I don't understand why. That's interesting that it only does it with this. Actually, it's probably because of how many items I have. I'm just testing a few things to see if this is like... See, because, let's be honest, I'm not gonna need the full heals. Wow, so I guess the idea is the more items you have in your inventory, it lags the game. That is pretty interesting. That is my assumption, if I had to guess. I find it funny because it literally goes to 60 when I'm on cancel. And then while I'm going... Okay, so honestly, I'm not too worried. I'll keep all these items, but I will keep the full heals in the my item storage, as well as my rare candies. But yeah, man, this game actually looks like it runs so well at 60 FPS. I never knew that. You know what? Hold on. Could I? What would widescreen look like? Unless this game is already considered widescreen. Okay, I guess this game is apparently already considered widescreen. Which is interesting. But yeah, that doesn't really matter. The important thing is, I'm glad that I know about that 60 FPS. I'm not gonna lie, now it makes me want to see how battles will look at 60 FPS. I'm sorry guys, I just can't get over it. It looks so clean! I've never seen the game run like this good. Rui? Okay, I guess she's stuck. Hang on a second. Does 60 FPS actually hurt the game sometimes? I'm just gonna increase the speed real quick. Okay. Let's see if that does anything. So I'm going to assume that 60 FPS somewhat does. Okay, I'm going to assume that 60 FPS is somewhat bugged, just a little bit. I can't say fully. I'm just going to assume that it's somewhat bugged, just because from what we saw, Rui was not moving from the same spot that she was walking towards. And it makes me think that partially because in 60 FPS, you know, the characters aren't. The game isn't meant to run at 60 FPS, obviously. So like, it feels like if that's the case, then you know, these characters don't know how to like actually move properly at 60 FPS. That's my guess. Alright. I know this is getting very annoying. Okay, that should be the actual 60 FPS on now. Let me just go through all this again. Okay. If something like that happens again, then I'm just gonna go back to 30 FPS. Went to the Fnac Stadium. Current challenge already started. Alright, now that we've done that, now we can actually continue the story. Holy cow. Trying to think of. Oh. Well, too bad you're dead. Oh wait, I just realized poison is psychic, right? Yep. was a critical hit, so you know what to go with anyway. So we have yet to get any more achievements yet, but we should be getting our next one with the what's it called? Nah, try to save my money. What if I talk to certain people? Alright, so yeah, now we can go to the outskirts stand and get ourselves some Pokeballs. Gave me 5 Pokeballs. Since I found them, I might as well donate the rest of the merchandise. Alright, got 5 Pokeballs and 5 Great Balls. That's fine. Also, something I like about this game is just how, like, the Ori region looks and, like, the design of the characters. Although I do hate that I have to go to a Pokemon Center every time I want to save. That's at least the one good thing I like about XD is that you could save anywhere and, you know, you don't have another person following you, which means that technically playing that game at 60 FPS but shouldn't be too bad. I'm just the uncharged of running the pre-gym, judging by your appearance that you're traveling. Sure, why not? I do have to do these for an achievement set. I feel like taking on some grass types, huh? lineup. I'm gonna continue the thing that Strike Champion do, which is just focus one Pokemon each amount. This is going to be a kind of a difficult one because I'm not correctly dark, but actually, depends on how dark it's effective against rock types. Okay, it's considered neutral. White herb. Okay, so I did those battles, which is actually not bad. So that means that when I actually get a full party of 6, that's when I can actually go into battle and get that achievement. You know, I can at least say it was a job well done to get that taken care of. Oh shoot, I should have healed my Pokemon before this fight. Oh well. I'm not super worried. That. Oh. That's actually pretty good. You are definitely weak to dark. That kind of does make sense. a critical super effective. Because this is, I believe, a scripted capture. That weird aura. Yep, if I remember, that was just because I caught the, yep, captured the Makihita without a Master Ball. And then it also showed progress for one of my achievements, which was, what's it called? Gotta snag them all, so like, you know. I actually have to catch every single Shadow Pokemon in the game. Not items. Nope, summary. Oh, that's right! You can't tell what its nature is until, you, purify it. Okay, I can't even leave the town until I catch a Pokemon. So I might as well go ahead and heal my mons real quick. I like how safe it showed that again, so I'm gonna guess it's probably because, you know, it's basing it off my save file, so now it'll always show that. So green was by the mayor's office, blue is right there, so red is obviously around the top right. I'm probably thinking about Pokemon XD and how it handles the item boxes, because there are some item boxes around these areas, if I remember correctly, in XD, which is like the sequel. Unless, oh, there is one right here. Super Potion. Jeez, 3 of them. It's a good thing I looked around. Okay, so I have the option to pick and fight any one of these people. I can only fight one of them. The other 2, I cannot get their Shadow Pokemon until post-game. And the idea is to choose which Johto starter you want to pick between Croconaw, Bayleaf, and man, I'm forgetting what Cyndaquil's, what's it called, second evolution is. Jeez, that's actually sad for me to say that. Quilava, that's what it is. I was literally typing it in, just like, oh yeah, Quilava. But yeah, Quilava, Bayleaf, and Croconaw. For the sake of this playthrough, I'm gonna, like, normally I go for Croconaw just because I do like, haven't surfed for, the game, but I'm gonna go with Quilava mainly just because, there are, after this point, there's gonna be a decent amount of, Pokemon that are weak to fire. So I want the fire typing, weakness. I also have to make sure that I don't lose Umbreon and Espeon because this is one of the achievements for the subset. for this fight specifically. Weaken liquid lava, get rid of the grinder. And hopefully this bike does not kill us. Okay, it does not. In fact, it's gonna take a lot more. I forget, what the heck is Boink? Is it psychic? I forget its typing. It's psychic. What the heck is it? Oh. I like how I had like 60 FPS in the battle and now it's back down to 30. Oh well. Okay, that's not bad. Flinched. I'll just go ahead and set this stuff back up. Point out here so that way turns can go by faster. I also am using a trick that allows me to have like infinite Pokeballs. Generation 2 throwback. Alright. It says knock off Power Rangers. I believe that is like what that is actually in the game, right? Okay, that is the actual, for the actual game, that was the achievement. Okay, so why... Okay, I'm trying to think how this would actually work. That would explain why the it didn't pop. I guess I can't do the subset, because apparently in order to do the subset, you actually have to play through the entire game without catch a shadow Pokemon, which, that makes sense. And I could easily do like another playthrough of being this entire game with just those two Pokemon. Charcoal. I mean, I'll say, like, it sucks that I can't do the subset as well. But I also understand the reason why. And that does suck. I was hoping to get like both the actual main set and the subset done, but because I caught shadow Pokemon, I can't really do the subset. I mean, even then, I already know what to do. For an easy run, I can just... I mean, if it's just those two Pokemon, then yeah, I can easily do a run with just those two. Umbreon and Espeon are, like, broken in this game. Fortune telling. Do I get any dialogue by talking to you? Not really, no. So yeah, I hope that, okay, hang on. I saw it only show like gotta snag them all and it said 1, so I'm gonna try and reopen the game and see if it says 2. I just want to make sure of my file. Okay, it does say 2. So it does save the progress pretty well, okay. Fortune telling. So there's nothing here. This is the mayor's house. There's nothing special behind that bookshelf. Are you sure about that? So there's nothing that I can really do here right now. Okay, that's the shop. Here's the hotel. A mere $100. Unlock. What a waste. Okay, that's one of the achievements. Yep, wasted 100 Poké Dollars just to do a heal. Wait, am I in the third in the square? If I am, then okay, I am not considered in the square. That's actually not bad. Flying poison. You're pure poison. I mean, that's just a free battle, to be fair. Okay, what are the next achievements? My next achievement is beat all 5 trainers around the dual square without leaving. Okay, so these are the 5 trainers that I have to fight. I cannot leave the square after I initiate these fights. Oh, sorry, the circle, I mean. It's more of a square, circle than a square. All these squares make a circle. This is gonna be annoying, but it's fine. I can easily beat them if I just have Umbreon Espeon. Oh, I should probably save. Because I already can tell you this is gonna be annoying because I'm gonna have to catch all 5 of these shadow Pokemon without leaving that square. Actually, if I remember correctly, is it? Because if I remember correctly, okay, for the looks of it, most of the shadow Pokemon in the game are not progression based, like that I need to catch. If I remember correctly, it's partially because the square technically resets every day. That's the shadow. I'm just gonna speed this process up. Wait, hang on, what kind of power do I have? 60... Skills the user target's move if it raises stats. Jesus Christ! Okay, actually, you know what, let's, restart the game. I will be honest, I don't want to, lose Espeon already to that. Of course, you have a confused Ray. Actually, okay, no, that didn't work. Jeez. Actually, hold on, what am I doing? I just realized something. What am I worried about? Seriously, what am I worried about? Because I'm realizing that if I really need to, I could literally just win the fights, and then afterwards reset and then try and go for the shadows. Let's try another dude. Quagsire and Psycho. I'm gonna turn to Quagsire's shadow. Wait. Yeah, it just said beat all of them. So from what I'm reading, people are saying to just like act. Hang on. Actually, no, it doesn't really matter. Actually, no, it kind of does. I just realized. Let me go to the shop real quick. and have some revives just in case. I'll buy 5 of them. Alright, I got some super potions, which is decent. Because this dude has that Pokemon, and that's not easy to deal with. I'll use Helping Hand to help get some damage on that Mischievous. Okay, that's actually good. Probably won't even work. Wow. Okay, that's fine. That's actually a good thing. I need Hyper Mode for one of the achievements. Trying to think. Because, now that I got my Espeon pack. Trying to think, because Mischievous I got. Quagsire is one of them. Trying to think of the other Shadow Pokemon that get caught in this area. I believe, Skiploon is one of them as well. Right? It doesn't really matter. might as well get rid of that side dock. There we go. No. I was gonna say, Ladybug for them, or no, that's, right, you catch plenty on in this game. Tried to use confusion on Brian, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work because Dark is in effect, because Dark doesn't get affected by Psychic. Okay. So that's 3 characters done. That Flappy is a shadow. Okay. You are the last one. And then the Noctowl is the shadow. Really, this should be the shadow, right? Yep. fine. There we go. Alright, Pirate Best Performance. Alright, that is good. That is another achievement down. So my next achievement technically does not happen until I go deal with Maya B. Let's not register yet. Let's at the very least save. I want to make sure that my progress is up to date before I do anything. Yeah, it's actually funny that you can stay at the inn if you want, but there's literally a healing thing at the Colosseum. I feel like I moved too slow. I think that's for, it's either that Ferret or it doesn't have one, so it's the Ferret. So we both have the same idea, okay. Too bad yours doesn't go. Nah. C-Dot. Well, if anything, I'll probably get into the lair and then call it. Okay, then we gotta go back to Duke's place and talk about that's fortune telling. It's be right here. Guess we gotta find this person, wherever they might be. Because I'm trying to remember where they are. Okay, so what the heck? Oh, maybe the scientist knows the direction, maybe. Just tells us, I need you to find that gear. Yeah, easier said than done. You can't just tell us go find the gear and expect us to know where the gear's gonna be. Hang on a second. Trying to think about what, might as well just a jail key. TM46. What is this TM? Thief. where is he? He's not right there. Oh, cool. I don't care. Just get this fight over with. So I guess there's nothing in the hotel. Oh wait, actually, if I remember correctly, if I'm remembering correctly, it's actually probably at the tower, I think, or the construction line rather, what will become a Colosseum Tower. Unless I'm wrong, there it is. I genuinely forgot where it was, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I think it's literally there. I think that should be it. Right? I really do hope that nothing bad happened. Oh, because I have to put the gear in myself. just gonna go ahead and save now. Since I have 8 shadow Pokemon out of 7. Because I did catch that ferret. Confused for you. This is a good one. Bite is good. Secret Powder, I'll keep that just in case. If I can do attack. Honestly, I don't think I need Snatch. And then I might as well put beef on them as well, just because of pain. It does suck that I can't purify Pokemon until, I mean, unless I want to go until I can purify the Pokemon, which I'm not really too opposed to. Might as well figure it out. Okay, it's not dark. It's Cacnea Bucklefish that's considered dark side. Might as well get rid of that thing. Wow. Might as well get rid of that Magnemite. Wait, Swift? Honestly? It's like, I definitely want to keep Confusion, because that's a Psychic type move, that's good. Honestly, Return is probably the big one that I'd like to keep, just because, it, you know, its attack power increases in power with Friendship. And if I keep using Espeon, then yeah, sure, but I'll be honest, for the most part, Espeon is always going to be using Infusion. So I don't think I need to switch. Huh. So I didn't get any of the TM prizes. Okay, yeah, no, it does not. I will come back and do like the Colosseum challenges like probably after actually I'm gonna save real quick. Just in case. Which one of these Pokemon are Shadow? I might as well try and think of that Yanma. Good. goodness. I file H is written on this file's cover. Read it? Sure. Okay, spot hyper mode. Shadow Pokemon, perhaps because of their own overwhelming power, may behave abnormally at times. They may engage in such behavior as ignoring orders, even turning on their own trainers in battle. This I have named hyper mode. On the plus side, hyper mode raises the crit ratio of Shadow Rush. However, hyper mode also prevents Pokemon the use of items on them. Hyper mode is easily dispelled, simply call the Pokemon by its name. However, this method has a major drawback. Following the Shadow Pokemon name causes the closed door to its heart loosen and even open, whereas the researchers urgently add needed. I might as well just... Honestly, I think I'll just go ahead and, what's it called, save right here. I think that's some good progress. Next time I play, I'll be head into, Maya B's, what's it called, lair, and, you know, having to deal with the dungeon there, along with all the trainers that come with it. Because sadly, I'm not able to purify Pokemon until I get to the point of, remember correctly, I have to do this fight, and then I can go to a Gate Village and then start actually purifying Pokemon, which is when the actual game does start. But with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead and end stream right here, everyone. I thank everyone for watching. You know, be safe out there. I will see you guys next time.